I take the privilege to introduce our speaker of today's session. A very warm good evening to everybody. I welcome Dr. Roshan Palewar, CEO of Dr. Roche Global Solutions. And the brand Dr. Roche is a leading global pharma leader in the pharmaceutical industry. He has proven track record with his first integrated healthcare platform with sheer experience in the pharma sector. Dr. Roshan also holds various degrees including MD in alternative medicine and MS in pharmaceutics and various other business intelligence courses. And he was also been a recipient of several national and international prestigious awards like Best Healthcare Award, Top Pharma Innovatory Award from the Health Minister for his excellency in contribution in the pharma industry. He has also worked with many companies like Merck, Novartis, Sandoz, Wockhardt, Dr. Reddy's, and he is a global technical leader in global research and development. He has successfully developed and launched many pharmaceutical products across the globe. And he is also the council at Institution, Innovative Council for MHRD, Human Resource Development, Executive Council, Member Committee, IDMA Indian Drug Manufacturers Association, and a honorary industrial expert of the council. And his passion includes, he's a happy, lively and happier and healthier person with a lot of social responsibility, with over 2,000 aspirants getting the benefits of taking the guide sheet from him. And whatnot, the pages keep running to introduce about Roshan. And at this juncture, it's a privilege and honor to have you here in this platform. And I forefrontly thank you for the instant acceptance of my invitation to present an hour for the benefit of the students, which is most essential. Because all of them would have taken the career and with no ambiguity in question, they would certainly have a question which is going to stay in their mind for a couple of years, even after the finishing of the courses. What we joined pharmacy, why we joined pharmacy, and where we are going. And this is a constant question in any student's mind, right from the day one of the pharmacy career until his life. Because pharmacy education is a continuous process. We cannot keep an end at one point. So as you know, if you could see the degrees earned by Dr. Roshan, and you will be evidencing the same, what I am telling is correct. So it is a process and platform where we all have to be united, and there should be a constant knowledge enhancement program in this particular field. Without knowledge enhancement and without expanding who we are, and we cannot sell ourselves. That is how we used to speak. If we really wanted to sell yourself, you need to acquire maximum possible of the knowledge, and you need to sell with the intellect, not with the books. So I think I did my level best to bring Dr. Roshan here, who himself is a very good, excellent intellect, to probe intellect in others' mind also. So, and I welcome you for the session, and I hand over the
Thank you so much.
Welcome once.
Thank you so much, Dr. Deepa.
Thank you, sir.
It's really wonderful. It's my privilege to be part of this today's webinar, and thank you so much to you and the entire management of the college for giving this opportunity, especially to interact with my friends. I can say that all the students are my friends actually. And of course, I think we have greater responsibility when it comes to being the part of the industry as a leader. Then not only that we contribute in the development of the industry, but also we are equally responsible to contribute to the society in terms of giving the knowledge, giving the expertise, giving the insight to the fellow upcoming or budding pharmacists, budding entrepreneurs, and it's really important to bring them into the mainstream of the business, mainstream of the pharma industry, so that they get flourish in their career, in their social development. Yeah. So what will I would request all the members of this particular session, all the participants, all the students, to be very active, to be very interactive in terms of. Uh, am I audible? I think I lost you.
No, you're audible.
Okay. Because my screen got off, so I really don't know. I'm trying to reconnect, uh, and I'm visible as well.
Hello? Hello? Hello?
Hello.
Are you there? Hello?
Hello. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I could hear.
Strength. I got disconnected, but again, I'm back now. Hope I'm audible and visible at the same time.
Yeah.
Okay, again I lost seems to be. Okay, I think I lost once again. So let me do one thing. Maybe I will connect from my
No issues.
mobile.
You please connect your webcam.
Yeah.
You are not visible.
Hello.
Yeah.
Okay, I think there seems to be a very bad network today,
Okay. So that's why I
and
told
again, I'm
now it's clear. I think you're visible and audible.
yeah. I think I'm back to the link now. Yes, I'm visible and audible at the same time.
Yes, yes.
Okay, so absolutely sorry for a technical glitch, and let's start getting into the main today's main agenda, right? Before I think I share the presentation with you. In case I am off, then you can run this slide in the background.
Yeah.
That
Let
is
me
perfectly
share
all
it
right for
in
you.
WhatsApp. I can run it in background. No issues.
Right. Oh, again I lost seems to be. Yeah. Yes, are you able to see the screen?
Not yet.
Not it, but I think it's
Yeah,
being
now
shared
it's
from
coming.
my side.
Now it's coming.
Okay, perfect. So I think again, I'm sorry for so much of network issues here seems to be. So let's get started. And my request to all the participants to be very open in terms of responding your queries, your doubts. You can text directly in the chat box, and we can definitely address those questions. Don't worry about the presentation. We'll definitely. What is important today to get the clarity about your prospectus, your futures, how exactly the industry is, and how you can contribute. So that is something important for today's agenda. So we'll focus on that, uh, and I would you can type whatever the doubts that you are coming having it, right. We'll address those first. Okay. Yes, so very fine. Good evening to all of you. In today's seminar, we're going to talk about the opportunities and the future of pharma industry, right? And it's in association with Doc Roche Global Solutions and Doc Roche Health. So before we go into the depth of the discussion on this today's topic, certainly we're going to discuss on key elements like in terms of understanding the pharma industry. Okay, what are the different pharmaceutical industry worldwide scenario, how the industry is actually contributing in the generic sector, generic market, and if time allows, we can go get into the future of the healthcare technology. What are the different advancement is happening? What are the different technologies are uptaking? We're going to discuss that, and of course a Q&A session, right? As as I understood, like today we have the all participation from the college, from like let's say D farm, B farm, M farm. There could be researchers also. So taking the do advantage of that, I would try to cover the talk at absolutely grounded, so that everyone can get the benefit out of it, right? So, from your perspective, and in a layman's language, in the pharmaceutical industry, if you look into what exactly the industry is all about, the pharma industry is responsible for development of the pharmaceutical products, then manufacturing the production of that products, and then ultimately marketing of these medications in the respective market. So that's what the broader perspective which look into the pharma industry. But on top of that, the pharmaceutical companies are actually dealing in three different segments like generic, branded formulations, and then medical devices also. There are the companies who are playing a crucial role in manufacturing of the medical devices, right? Apart from that, they are subject to all the products, all the processes which have been manufactured or have been implemented. These are again governed under the rule and regulations. And that leads to the patenting, testing, safety, efficacy, and marketing of drugs. Because what is important, any product which goes to the market, it has to have the safety and efficacy as per the standards, right? And therefore, every single company are being governed by rule and regulation for the respected regulatory authority. And that's the reason there is an immense importance as a global sector is evident. Now, I'm sure being like all of you are students, most of you possibly might have visited the pharma industry, or few might going to be visit in the near future. Uh, in a best way, let's understand how exactly the pharma manufacturing facilities are, and what kind of different processes are involved. So for that, I'm going to share a small clip with you. Let's go through it, and we'll see to it how exactly the operations are happening. It's a very small clip, very interesting one. Pay close attention here.
Audio is not coming in the video.
Audio is not coming up?
No, no. I I think you need to share with music. Only video is playing.
Yeah, I think what I understood, there is audio is not coming up, seems to be, right?
Okay.
Is it so? Okay. Anyway, I mean, if you look into this particular video, what exactly it was reflecting is the uh, how important all the single, operations in the manufacturing area, whether it's a tablet, capsule, or injectable, segment, every single operations are very important, and all the processes, all the operations are now operating under the, as per the GMP guidelines, and that's what, it's really important to understand that what are the operations are executed are governed under the various rule and regulations, because ultimately the safety and efficacy of the product is important when it consumed by the patient, right? So that was the outline I would like to share with you. Now let's go much detail further to understand the global perspective of pharma industry, how exactly the pharma industry globally is operating, how big is that. And let me tell you, this is really important for all the students to understand that we are in the worldwide market. The pharma industry is performing with a market size of more than 1 trillion US dollar. That's the humongous size that pharma industry is operating and contributing a lot. Now, if you look into this particular graph, in 2001, it was standing around 390, billion dollars, whereas today we cross more than 1 trillion USD. And how exactly, this growth is growing steadily happening? It's all because of there are great development happening. There is a great demand of the pharmaceutical product worldwide. And let me tell you with full responsibility that irrespective of other sectors of the industry, this is the only industry, the pharmaceutical industry is the only industry which is surviving, growing steadily, irrespective of the external challenges, irrespective of the external dynamics or kind of pandemic situation like COVID-19. Irrespective of all these hurdles, pharma industry is this industry which is consistently growing. And what does that mean? That there is a future for all of us. Your career is secure, so nothing to worry about your career, what you're going to do it, how you're going to make your career in the industry. Let me tell you, every single person who is pursuing, who has done like say D pharmacy, B pharmacy, or whatever the qualification that you are going to carry, every single student has the future definitely. So rest assured for your career growth, right? Now that was about the worldwide market. Now let's look into the Indian market, since we are belong to the Indian country. So Indian pharmaceutical industry is actually total market size is $55 billion. $55 billion is the total revenue of Indian pharmaceutical industry. And if you look into, this is happening where we are growing at the CAGR of 17.46%. Okay, and that is for the 2015, 2005, which was a $6 billion, and today we are crossing more than $55 billion with the CAGR of 15.92%. So this indicates that we are steadily growing. There is a great demand, and let me tell you, this will be a really a proud moment for all of us if you know that the Indian pharmaceutical industry is among top 3 pharmaceutical market by incremental growth, and 6th largest market by globally in the absolute size. So isn't it that so much proud moment for us? Because Indian pharmaceutical industry is well recognized worldwide, and not just that, every single globally, whole world is looking at India, because the Indian market is very much fertile. There is a lot of advantage on the production cost. If you compare with the European countries versus the US market and the India, you will find that there is a tremendous difference in terms of the cost of production, and they get the due advantage over the Indian manufacturing facilities. That's one point. On top of that, it's competitive age where India is we are competing across the world, and therefore we have the plenty of resources available, manufacturing facilities are available. The Indian government is very keen to support the Indian pharmaceutical industry and the various segment, and therefore all global companies are looking forward to be part of the Indian market by either marketing the products or either making the facilities available within the Indian domain. So that's what the that was the contribution Indian pharmaceutical industry is doing it. Now, at the same time, what is important as a student and as a professional, we should understand the segmentation of the Indian market altogether. So if you look into this particular slide, out of 100% market size, the maximum share is of 70% is grabbed by the generic drugs. And that's the reason most of the pharma companies are into the generic formulations, because that's what this maximum share of the Indian market. And on top of that, the 21% is contributed by the OTC medicines, over the counter formulations, right? And there are the 9% patented drugs. So this segment is important to understand how the Indian market is, all about, how the different, segments are and how they are performing. Because this will give the clarity for every single person who is going to get into the industry to understand how they can contribute, right? Now, I would like to bring one more important factor apart from what I mentioned about the third largest pharma industry. But let me tell you, the Indian pharma industry is contributing